Alright, testing, everything is working. So, welcome, one and all. Greetings, ladies and gentlemen, those that are neither and those that are in between. I am the Lowlife Cat, also known as the Sarcasm Detector, and I am a cat, a VTuber, and a variety streamer. I am continuing my playthrough of Humankind today, and where we left off last time was pretty much just about the time when we should be moving on to the next era. We're gonna stop being the Greeks, and we're gonna move on to something new, and hopefully survive the era, because it's been getting harder and harder. It's been getting more difficult. We've been getting more challenges and stuff. We've been basically keeping up with the pack. We're in third place usually, and I really hope to turn it around, but we are a bit behind the guys that are in first and second place. So I'm not sure how that's gonna happen. For those of you who are new here, I like to do chill and pop content. I like to think of my stream as a nice laid-back place on the internet, and I hope you guys think so too. There might be mayhem and shenanigans going on the screen, but that'll be my regular chill laid-back self. So without too much further ado, let us get into the game and continue from where we left off. It means buttons have to be pressed to move on to the next phase. I'm sure you guys love staring at my big old cat head, but we do need to see the game, right? Well, we don't technically need to see the game. Only I need to see the game. You guys can just put me in the background and listen. We got some nice chill music going off in the background by Owned, or Own 3D, however you want to pronounce it. Oh, look, fireworks every little way. So we are at the end of the turn. What were you building? Just one of those. You are building a theater. We have 3 cities. And this is Athene. We got some pretty heavy duty protection as well. We didn't get enough of the amphitheatrons out, so that's a shame. We do have to move on though. We can almost reattach that. Maybe we gotta see. So we could remain as the Greeks, which we're not gonna do. Aztecs, a faster land movement, and then faith and stability for their sacrificial altars. Okay, I'm not sure if I'm going to stick with that. Byzantines. Money per alliance. I don't have any alliances though. Hippodromos is nice. Money per horse. I think we only have the 1 horse though. So that doesn't help us much unless we go out conquering. They're merchants, so money stars. Varangian Guard. Franks are influence. Just growing lands, just plus 10% influence, just bam. Faith, the scriptorium is faith, science, and influence. And what are these? Received 1, earning 8th star. So when they get influence, the more influence. Need 2 horses for that. So yeah, you can see I only have the 1 horse, so I can't pick this one really. If I do pick it, I can't use the specific unit that it has. Medieval era Teuton, spurred by faith, money, and science per religious follower. The Kaiserdom, which is faith influence, and the Maker's Quarter. Teutonic Knights require 2 horses as well. Let's just keep those out of that picture for now. Khmer are interesting. They have industry, and they are builders. So if I can continue building up, I do have 2 cities that have lots of slots open for stuff. That might be an option to take a look at. Barrier Bear Industry. So industry per population plus food, and then it counts as a plus industry per adjacent river. Holy shit. That is interesting. It counts as a makers and farmers quarter, so we can actually build tons of these things. Needs 2 copper and 2 metal iron, which we have. And we saw that before. That was the ballista and freaking elephant. These are kind of crazy. I think I would like to have these guys. Holy shit. 6 movement, very fast, but only 3 range. Still, 3 range is kind of great. But then there's the English. Population. Can I try to up my population with this? Or number of attached territory on city or outpost. I do have cities that have a lot of attachments. Stronghold, increase the range by 2 for ranged units standing on it. Combat strength in combat for units in or adjacent to the district. Counts as a farmer's quarter. And then there's the longbowmen. We have 4 range. They're not that fast. Combat strength, defending against close combat. Indirect fire, unit can attack units without clear line of sight. But this is actually kind of nice. You can hide behind stuff and just pick away. We might go with the English then. Like that, just trying to get massive amounts of population to get these the gross. Something we haven't done yet. Mongols are interesting. They're good to have. If I had more horses though. So Umayyads is where I want to go. So these guys have science. They have a mosque, which gives us more science. And the Haras, which needs 3 horses. That's a dense unit there. And I don't know if it's worth it. Drains additional stability during sieges. Norseman is a very nice one to have. 3 movement, naval movement speed. Combat on naval units, and Noust, which is just food like crazy. Absolute madness. And then it's got the Lang ship. Must have line of sight to attack. Replaces land units which embark to travel across ocean tiles. Okay. Ignores any penalties from deep water. So these we can actually explore with this. Once we get that research though, you need seafaring mastery. Which, by the way, where is it? Did I miss? Seafaring mastery, which we're going to get in 2 rounds. Not 2 rounds, we're going to get that in. We're learning it. Okay, so it's in the process of being learned. 20 rounds or so approximately. Okay, that's fine. Let's go back to this thing. That was the Norseman. Yeah, the Norseman is actually very, very tempting. Let's just go explore off our continent, actually. Nice, okay. And once we get the 3 masted ships, then we can build our tier 3 colonies. Or tier 4 colonies, which have all tier 1, 2, and 3 stuff in it. I think I'll go with the Norsemen. I think we will be Norse now. Viking
Wisdom
hat confirmed.
from earlier eras Bring human whether trading or raiding.
And we're skipping the actual videos. I don't know if ooh, it's gonna. There's still so much stuff that this city needs to bloody learn. Holy shit! And a whole lot of stability required. That's why we got some of this. This is actually stability, isn't it? Yeah, 20 stability. Let's end the turn and get there. New civic, land and freedom, which cost 1,000 to implement. Per number of attached territories on all cities. Allows to claim and attach merged territories with money instead of influence. That's really interesting. So is the +10 food on all attached. Per number of attached territories on all cities. We'll go with that.
Individual wealth and political connections determine the status of something as timeless as the land.
Yeah, that costs quite a bit. Yeah, we don't have enough cash. We're not making a lot of cash. So what this will allow us to do that is to massively pump up the numbers in the cities that we have. 1 and 5. Yeah, 1 and 2. Once we get the numbers really up, we can start cranking out some new units. We're still using the medieval units, so we are in the medieval era. So these units are actually really good for the era that we're in, right? That's good. Let's take a look. Yeah, we're already researched them. We have these units. These are our era's unit. We can't quite research these guys yet, but I think we will be able to very soon. Very soon. Right now we're just doing for an outpost, which is we need this to unlock now. And eventually I want to open up the 3 masted ships here. That's the long-term goal of doing this. Because this gives us the nice colony plan. Plus settlers. Interesting. Other than that, we're just letting the cities evolve. I do have like armies around here to give us protection, so we're not too worried about that. Hey Nyafu, how you? I am doing very good. Thank you for asking. How are you doing? We are doing a new game here called Humankind, which is a very similar to Civilization games, if you've ever played those before. It's a 4X game, so expand, exploit, all the X's. Can't join that yet. We used up a lot of our influence. This is hooked up to Memphis, right? Yeah. Memphis is building schools. Thebes is building artisan quarters. How's the... Yeah, okay. And then it's going to be learning some stuff. And we'll plug in more stuff for Thebes to learn. Thebes is actually more advanced than our capital, Memphis. Athene is definitely the most advanced one. It still needs a lot of work. Plug those in. And we actually do need some units. How's our science output? Science output is very, very high. And our rank is 2nd place. We have 1 star coming over. I guess this just comes over from the previous era, or is that like a catch-up star? That might be a catch-up star. Districts to build. We have 11 districts to build here. 5 territories to connect for that. This one should be easy. We'll get that very, very fast. The population. The military stars is going to be... We just need 2 kills for the next one. Okay. Science stars, we just need 2 sciences for the first star of that. Okay. What do we have here? Dragons of the battlefield. Tales of empires, fire-breathing engines. No one. Okay, so display. Let every sold the weapons will put fire in their belly. Swift on all units. Okay. Study it. Studious on 15 units. What is that? Experience gain. Or destruct. New army reinforcement next to Memphis. And create our own fire-breathing unit. Well, hell yeah. I want a fire-breathing unit next to Memphis. This guy next to him. And turn, maybe it'll show up, or maybe it got... No, we have the room for it. We actually have room in art. We were promised a fire-breathing unit? What happened to it? Can you go and make a 6 army? Yeah, you can. Okay. I didn't actually want to move this guy here, but fine. Go there. At least we can expand these armies a bit. We have a little bit of cash to play with. Stone walls on Thebe. What are these guys? These are greater swords. Let's pair you up with some. A couple of pikemen with the swordsmen. Because these guys will be... a couple here. What are you guys? You are already pikemen and... So maybe a couple of greater swordsmen. Those are expensive. Heavy cavalry. And the turn. I don't know where that unit they promised me went, but all right, that is the quadrime. Damaged by consecutive turns spent in deep water. How much cash do we have? These guys are super expensive, not even close enough. Athene. We can almost reconnect this city. This gave us stability problems when we connected it, did it not? It did. We'll see if our doohickey has now improved. So we seem to have most of the stability installed in Athene. So let's end that turn. I was wondering why auto host wasn't working. I see the host. Okay, I see you hosting. Thank you for the host, by the way. I appreciate that. Why is it some of the servers are down? Some of the Twitch servers are down. Actually, that's why I kind of started a little slightly late today. Was that I started streaming and it just wasn't being picked up by Twitch. So I checked the ingest servers. It seems like